What up, MySpacers? Andrew Freund here on the Fox lot in front of the American Idol bus getting ready for Season 10, and I'm bringing you the scoop with producer Nigel Lythgoe. Explain to me what this bus is all about.
Well, it's really a bus tour. It's to sort of take Idol across the country again, as we always have done in the past. It's going to 16 cities over 4 weeks, and it's going to take some Idol memorabilia. I think in there is David Cook's guitar, Carrie Underwood's dress, one of Ryan Seacrest's suits, which they've probably broken into his wardrobe and stolen because he wouldn't give it away. You know, Ryan likes to keep all his clothes. And you can go in there, you can upload music, you can even a competition that they're going to take around where you say, "This is American Idol." And if you say it really well, then you get to do it on the show. So it's just a PR of it, and it's a biodiesel bus. So, you know, they've taken great care to be green. It's a lot of fun, really. 16 cities, 4 weeks. That's a tough gig, actually.
And, you know, after cutting the first couple shows, what have you seen so far in terms of contestants and judge chemistry?
Well, there isn't much time for judge chemistry with contestants because it's sort of in and out. Certainly the judges have got a chemistry. If you look at that picture of Brian, Stephen, Jennifer and Randy, you'll see how much energy is in that picture. Well, that's the energy they actually bring to the show. And that's great. You know, it's like we're starting afresh. And we're being given that opportunity. And me coming back after a couple of years, you know, is refreshing for me too. So I'm highly enthusiastic about it.
So what are you most pleased about the new group?
I think the fact that bringing Jimmy Iovine and Interscope in and the producers there, we're really focused on what we always wanted to set out to do, which was find an American Idol. And sometimes it gets lost along the way. You get involved with judges, you get involved with, you know, publicity in the wrong area. But now we're focused. We really want to find somebody who sings really well, who's got a great personality, and can become a superstar.
So, you know, we've heard so much there's changes on the show, changes. Give me sort of the brief kind of rundown of what these changes are going to be.
Well, the true DNA of the show doesn't change. It's still a talent trawl. It's a search for good personality and a good singer. After that, how we do it, there are tweaks. There are no major changes. We're back to 3 judges, which I'm grateful for. We've taken out the rounds from 34 down to 20, and we're doing specials. We've gone to Las Vegas to the Love Show in Cirque du Soleil's Love Show, and we've asked them all to learn a Beatles song overnight and sing it. We've gone to an aircraft hangar, the Howard Hughes aircraft hangar, and said, look, we're going to do one-on-one here. You get to sing a song, but only one instrument. Whatever instrument you want it to be, we want to hear your voice. So we did that. Again, another challenge so that we can see them perform and make a judgment call. Because at the end of the day, we want America to be really happy with who they get in this year.
Now, I know that New Orleans is coming up on Thursday. What kind of talent are we going to see in New Orleans?
New Orleans is really good. I think it's one of those places where the chemistry really came together. There's a lot of fun, and that's, I think, the key word this year. We've gone back to having fun. It got very serious and very dark over the last few years, and the talent wasn't as strong as, you know, we'd all like it to be. And the focus of attention came off the talent and onto the judges. Well, we're putting it right back on the talent, which is, you know, the thing that this show is based on, and having a good time doing it.
And, you know, I know Jimmy Iovine, they're saying he's the resident mentor. Explain to me how his role will be defined.
Well, mentor isn't really right. Jimmy, with his producers, are going to listen to everybody's voice and say, and recommend songs that they sing. At the end of the day, like, you know, all the time we do the show, the kids choose their own songs. And we'd certainly like to recommend, if they've got to do 2 songs, that they might want to do something original, if they've written it, or if there's something that Jimmy's got. Or his writers have got. So that will be, I suppose, a slight change this year. But at the end of the day, you know, the kids are responsible for what they do, and they're just going to be advised. But in the mentorship way, that's not really going to happen. Besides that, our judges basically say, listen, you need to open up your vowels more. You need to lift your cheeks. If you sing with a smile on your face, it's going to be better for you. They're singers. They know what they're talking about.
And last couple of questions. What do these kids have to do this year differently to be more marketable? What kinds of things differently do they have to do this year, do you feel?
Well, if you talk to me about marketability, that's a really tough one because no one really knows what that magic potion is. And if they did, they'd be selling it, they'll have bottled it, and so it's like charisma. You know, what is charisma? You need that magic. I think we've got unique voices this year, and that will stand us in good stead. Certainly the boys, extremely unique. The girls, very good voices. Shockingly, very young, a lot of them, that will make you go, are you sure that girl's 15? Are you sure that guy's 16? There's a guy that sounds like Jim Reeves. He's got that deep voice down there. We've got a jazz singer. We've got R&B singers. The diversity this year is absolutely fantastic, and that's what's exciting for me, because we really are saying to America, okay, it's your choice. Who do you like? And it's not being sort of ramped in one area, stuck behind a guitar and just singing. I think it's going to be an exceptionally good season this year.
And final question, this year you guys used MySpace for an online component. Yeah. Explain to me how that process has been for you and what you're seeing from MySpace.
Well, it's not just MySpace for me. I think, when we started off here in America, we were at the forefront of the technology. We were texting. Europe was texting basically before America. So we were there right at the forefront. We were getting telephone votes. We've slipped behind a lot now. We're not using Facebook. We're not using MySpace. We're not using tweeting and Twitter. So now we've got to come up to date with that, I think, and try and find ways of using it all. Because now the kids can actually tweet at the same time as they're watching a program. They multimedia task, if you like. And I think we've got to get up into that area. Certainly, YouTube has been a fantastic place. iTunes is wonderful to download stuff and upload stuff. It's just an area we've got to look at and use for ourselves, and even partner with people and say, how can we do it? We've got a maximum number of eyeballs at that time of night. How can we use them? And we can all come together and use modern technology. It's fun. And we'll be back at the forefront again of using this technology.